You know, it's a little much at this stage of the game being a parent. And the other thing is people call me, you know, they always say they love me in the Bourne Identity. When I'm saying, and I just say thank you. You know?
No, they don't. Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, and
Matt,
Matt always gets it all the time too. You know, he says
really?
They always say, you know, talk about I loved you in Ted or one of these other movies that I've done, and you know, we just kind of laugh it off. And I never correct anybody.
You don't correct.
I just say thank you very much. Got another one coming. I actually watch me in the Bourne Identity for this summer. Check it out.
I'm also looking forward to.
Yeah, but I did think that it was Mark Wahlberg, but I had a copy of Ted to be signed.
I would be happy.
Can you sign it anywhere?
I would be happy to sign it.
Nice.
Mark and I actually have a deal that whenever we get mistaken for each other, we have to be polite and kind. Now, I can't pretend to be him, but I have to be polite to you.
That's fine.
So I'm gonna sign all the best.
Yeah. I'm just gonna try to sell it on eBay or something.
That's okay. And I'm gonna put my name, and then when you interview Mark, you can still have him sign it.
Yeah. Nice one.
And then you'll have us both.
Nice one. Nice one.
I tell you what, you working for Marvel, the Super Bowl commercial, did you get a lot of reaction to that Super Bowl commercial?
What Super Bowl commercial?
Oh, you know what? My mistake.
See, you're as crazy as the people on Twitter.
Right.
I'm not Lawrence Fishburne.
That's my fault. I know that. That was my fault. My mistake. You know what?
We don't all look alike.
Father, you're exactly
We may be
right.
all black and famous,
You
but
are
we all don't look
guilty.
alike.
I am guilty.
Next question.
I am guilty. He thought you were both.
I was doing an interview in New York almost 20 years ago, and a woman from Texas came up and interrupted the interview. And I don't mean to bother you, but can I have your autograph, Mr. Jackson? And so I gave her. I wrote, you know, blah, 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 Sam Jackson. Yeah. And so Sam and I have this running gag about it, and, you know, it's like, you know, once upon a time, people used to confuse Al Pacino and Dustin Hoffman. It's not a bad problem to have.
Not at all.
No.
Well, listen, man, Sam Jackson.
Who do you get? You get someone.
Well, I get mistaken for Liam Neeson.
Oh, you do?
He does for me. So I've been complimented on my performance in Taken 2.
Staying at this Plaza Athénée hotel, this beautiful hotel. I was publicizing some movie, I can't remember. But we're walking through the corridor, and there were two elderly ladies and their husbands, elderly gentlemen. Mm-hmm. They stood up as we passed, and this lady came and says, "Excuse me, can I interrupt you for a second?" I said, "Of course." What? He says, "Well, these are our husbands. They're about to go up to the Normandy beaches, 50th anniversary. They haven't been there since
the battle, yeah.
Since the battle." And it's like, I'm already coming out in goosebumps. And she says, "We've admired your work so much." And I'm like, I work in movies, you know? These guys liberated Europe. So she's talking away, and these gentlemen, they're still standing out of respect. And I'm feeling that size, you know?
Yeah.
And she said, "Would you mind signing something for us?" I said, "Of course I will." And she picks up these incredible menus they have in these expensive hotels. I said, "Would you sign it?" I said, "Of course I will." To Mildred and John, something like that, you know? And I'm about to get the pen, and she says, "We loved you in The English Patient." So I signed it to Mildred and John. Lots of love, Rafe.
Have you ever been mistaken for another celebrity?
Oh, sure, yeah, all the time.
Really?
I mean, well, yeah, people always go, "Oh, look, that's Kevin Spacey." It's usually...
Despite the massive success that you've had, you still get mistaken for another celebrity.
For Daniel Radcliffe.
You get mistaken for him.
It still happens. Now, this started happening after, you know, The Lord of the Rings had come out, and then it was sort of consequently happening with the Harry Potter films. And very shortly after, people started to mistake me for Daniel, and apparently, Daniel was mistaken for me. Mm-hmm. And this kind of, after a while, you think it like hits the internet and becomes a thing, and people talk about it for a while. And you think, okay, we get it. Like, it's the joke is over and it'll die, but it has long legs, and it just keeps going.
There's a.
Do you still get mistaken for Elijah Wood?
Not as often, but still quite a lot.
Because you don't look alike anymore, I don't think.
I don't know.
I take it back. You looked exactly like.
No,
I turned around
the same.
I thought that was a picture of you.
Yeah. In fact,
I mean, there's the Natalie Portman thing, because obviously you started your career as a lookalike.
As her lookalike, yeah.
But you are mistaken for really odd people, I think.
No, I mean, Natalie Portman I get a lot, and I get chased through airports. I mean, I feel quite sorry for her, because she must get chased a lot, because it's happened like about 5 times, where somebody's been like, Natalie, 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 and I'm kind of going, it's not Natalie, and I'll always sign and have a picture as Natalie Portman. And I get Kate Winslet a lot as well, which, you know, but the one that's quite surprising is Britney Spears.
That's very surprising.
It is. And again, I've been quite excited, because I quite like the idea that I could kind of do all that, which I can't do, but, you know, yeah, and I...